Hello, hello, I'm back. And we're going to be doing some cooking. The plan for today. This is the last cooking stream potentially for a while, guys. This could be the last one in a while. I'm going to be cooking steak and bacon jam egg rolls. That's what these things are called. Essentially they are like spring rolls, egg rolls, whatever you like to call them. And we're going to be making like a bacon jam, it's called. And I saw this video on TikTok and I thought, this looks interesting. This looks like it could be tasty. So I'm just going to do it. And if it turns out terribly, then so be it. But the idea is we're going to be making a bacon jam out of bacon, onion. We're going to just caramelize it all. And that's going to be mixed in with like a steak, mince, kind of mix we're doing. Going to just throw some spices in there. That's going to go inside some pastry, and we're going to be making that, and I'm just going to do some veg on the side, nice and simple side today, because this is the last, well, not the last, but tomorrow's the last day we're in this place. We are going to be checking out, and we're just trying to use up all the bits and pieces, all the food that is here, so not doing anything too crazy on the extras. Hi, Angry Boss. Onion. Yeah, we've got an onion. How you doing? How's your day? Yeah, so I'm just going to start off with slicing onion. Just doing this now so I don't have to wash my knife and my board as much, doing it the reverse way. So I'm going to prep this and just move it to one side, probably pop it in a bowl, just for safekeeping. Yeah, so I saw this video on TikTok and I was like, those look kind of cool. I've made spring rolls or egg rolls. Egg rolls is very much an Americanized way of saying it, I guess. I've always said spring rolls. Egg rolls is, I guess, what they say in NA. And I've made spring rolls before. I've made, when I've done like when I do sriracha chicken, I think that video is on my VODs channel, with the chicken in a sriracha sauce that I make. And I also do egg fried rice and spring rolls on the side. That is one of the tastiest dishes. Everything involved. I mean, the sriracha chicken is great by itself, but when you combine everything together, it's really nice. And the spring rolls that I make there, I essentially just take some veg, some rice noodles, and I stir fry it up in some soy sauce and seasoning and whatnot. And then I put them inside phyllo pastry. And that was the thing. That was what I'm leading up to here today. That was the thing I was wondering about, because I don't have any phyllo pastry because I'm not at my place. And this guy in this video was like, oh, just use egg roll, what is it called? Papers or something? Long story short, I went to Chinese store and I got some spring roll pastry. Spring roll pastry, here you go. Went into the Korean store, didn't have any. They had rice paper, which isn't quite the same. We want essentially egg roll wrappers, because these will crisp up more in when we end up frying them. So that's why we've gone for those. So yeah, I had to go to 2 different Asian stores to get this. But yeah, I'm hoping that this works well. I've never really used them before. I've always used phyllo pastry when making spring rolls, but I thought, you know what, let's branch out. So I've got my chopped onion here. We're going to leave that to the side for now, because we don't need that quite yet. Long time no see. Hi, Nano. What's going on? Okay, I don't have the scissors. Jubat has the scissors. Okay. Could try open this. I could use the knife actually. There we go. Making a mess of this, aren't I? Yeah, so the plan is to cook some bacon, or slice up some bacon. I've got a whole onion here. There's only two of us, and I don't know how many egg rolls I'm going to make, spring rolls. But I'm going to cook all of it together, and then if there's any of this bacon, the guy on the video called it bacon jam. I guess just because everything caramelizes, so that's why it's called that. Jam is a bit of a misleading word, I feel, because when you hear the word jam, you think of, you think of jam, you think of preserves. It's not quite like that. It's just caramelized onion and jam. Onion and jam. Got me doing it now. Caramelized onion and bacon. But we start off, I'm just going to do all of this bacon. I'm just going to chop it up and we're going to fry it until we get all of the fat coming out of it. And then we're going to cook the onions in it with a little bit of sort of sugar as well, just to caramelize them up and hopefully make a nice concoction. That's the plan anyway. I generally don't know how this is going to turn out. Generally don't. Worst case scenario, I have to get on Uber Eats and get us some dinner. But it'll be interesting. I thought it's been a while since I've tried something new. It's been a while since I've tried something like brand new. I did that halloumi schnitzel. I guess that's kind of new, but I've done a lot of like breadcrumbing of things before, so I don't know how like new I would consider that. And a lot of the cooking streams so far have just been me trying to cook nice meals that I've either done before or similar to things I've done before, like when I did carbonara and chicken satay and stuff like that. Just stuff that I wanted to cook for Jubats while she was here, and why I had the opportunity to stream them. But this is a recipe I've seen online that I'm like, okay, let's give it a go. So we're gonna experiment together, chat. We're gonna see how this goes, and this could be the last cooking stream for a while. Like I keep saying to you guys, tomorrow we move out of this place. Jubats is off for a week with her family, and I will be back home, so there'll be a week of desktop streams. Obviously not possible to do cooking streams, and I honestly don't think I'll have time to do it because I'll be busy with a lot of stuff going on. So we'll try and do some streams on TF2 and DVD and stuff like that, and then for the next 3 weeks I'll be away. But when I'm back at my place, settled again, I will look into seeing if we can do some cooking streams, okay? I'll see if I can rig something up. Hey Gareth, cooking time. So steak something separate, or is it going to be going to the roll? So when I say steak, I mean steak mince, right? We've got mince. Essentially, it's going to be, we're going to add jam, yeah. It's steak mince, and it's bacon and onions. Essentially steak mince, bacon and onions that we're going to put inside with some cheese. Basically making a freaking bacon cheeseburger inside an egg roll. That's essentially what's going on here. So I'm gonna I need to find the TikTok, because that's where I got the recipe from. It calls it bacon jam egg rolls. Bacon jam cheeseburger egg rolls. Okay, so we need to cook. So this pan's heating up. I'm just going to put the bacon in. We need to cook it down and put it to one side when it is ready. So that's like 10 rashers of bacon in there. Like I said, I'm cooking the whole lot because my idea is if we've got stuff left over, I can either just cook or make them all into like spring rolls, egg rolls, whatever, leave them to one side, take some home, or we can have them as a snack, pack Jubats off to the airport with some, I don't know. But also, just use the stuff for whatever, you know, rather than just having a pack of bacon left over. Hi, Carrie Egg. You gonna go with Doug? Okay, bye. Bacon jam, a nice phrase than bacon fat, right? Yeah. You're making eggs Benedict? Right, yeah, honestly, if this turns out the way it does in the video, then I'll be satisfied. So I got I can't even say it, Worcestershire sauce. We're going to be adding some of that. I need to get some salt, I need to get some sugar. But basically we want to render down the bacon, get all that fat, remove the bacon, okay, cook the onions in the bacon fat. Once they've caramelized up a bit and they've gone soft, we put the bacon back in, and then we add in a little bit of kind of stock, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of salt, you know, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, and yeah, that's how we get going. That's the first stage, and then we cook the mince. We put some spices in there, and then when everything's kind of come together, we put them into the pastry, and then the guy in the video deep fried them, which you can do, I guess, but I've always shallow fried my spring rolls. Uses less oil, and I actually only have olive oil, so I'm shallow frying in olive oil. It's not the best idea. It's not the best idea. You're gonna rewatch. Good luck. Have fun with your dog. Have a nice walk. I'll see you soon. Yeah. So everything's gonna be going on in this pan, pretty much. I do need to dry up some stuff. I'm just gonna let that cook there for a little bit while I kind of tidy up a little bit and get stuff ready. I'm basically just gonna have to keep washing that pan and reusing it. I guess I could cook the mince elsewhere. I could cook the mince in the pan, right? Yeah, I could do that while I'm cooking that simultaneously. That does sound like a good idea. But then I will need to remove the bacon and the onion from that. Yeah, because I'm going to need to have like a space to compile them, which I'll do over here. Just thinking out loud. I'm just going to get as many bowls ready as possible. I can reuse that bowl probably. It's actually a good idea. My pastry there. I don't need this big plate. I'm going to start cooking the mince at the same time, I think. I think I can cook the mince at the same time. I can do it on the other hob. Okay, so bacon's coming along. Just going to keep it going for a little bit. Just so all that fat just kind of is rendered into the pan, because that's what we're going to be cooking our onions in. Do I go big pan? I think I'll go big pan. Hey, Fire, welcome back, welcome back. Yes, cooking stream. Last cooking stream for a while, not to put pressure on anyone. You have to watch, this is the last one. I have been uploading everything to my VOD channel, so while I am gone on my holidays in a couple of weeks' time, for nearly a month where there'll be no streams, G-Ras did say, like, you could just do a IRL stream on your phone, like, from where we are. And I was like, maybe I could squeeze in something cheeky, maybe. But yeah, don't forget about the VOD channel. If you're ever bored, take a look at... there's like 350, 400 videos on there. There's quite a lot. I can't remember how many there is exactly. But there's a lot going on there. So if anyone ever gets bored while I'm away, you can just obviously watch other streamers. But if you want to hear my voice yapping on, you can always check out the VOD channel and see all the different things that I've been cooking. That's not for a couple of weeks yet. Well, I say a couple of weeks. It's in like 10 days or something. 10 days. Yeah, 10 days. 10 days. Anyway, enough about that. Hey, Leah. Steak on. Steak on? What? What? You'd never watch another streamer? That's loyalty right there, chat. You seeing that? That's loyalty. You never knew how to... exclamation mark VODs or exclamation mark cooking. The cooking one links you directly to the cooking playlist on the VOD channel. But yeah. If you CeeJaey, you can always watch a Chris Cows video too. Yeah, exactly. You can always watch stuff. Hey, bloopers. What am I cooking? I am cooking steak and bacon jam egg rolls. Okay, this is a video I saw on TikTok. It's actually Jubance's fault because I never had TikTok. I thought it was like a Gen Z thing. And then I got it, and now I watch it, and now I see all these videos. So, her fault. Yeah, basically we're going to be cooking up some bacon here. I'm going to remove this now. We just rendered the fat off of the bacon, and then we're going to cook our onions in it. And then we're going to be adding a bunch of stuff just to try and caramelize the bacon and the onions. Then we're going to cook some steak mince, some nice lean steak mince. We're going to be adding in a bunch of spices, just bits here and there, and we're going to put it all together so that we end up with. More I think about it, more I realize it's just like a bacon cheeseburger. We're going to have bacon, jam, as the video calls it, steak, which seasoned and spiced up how we like it, onions, and then some cheese, and we're going to put them inside some egg roll pastry. I know you guys call them egg rolls. We call them spring rolls over here, but yeah, egg roll pastry basically. Turn down the heat a little bit. I just need to put the spoon there because this pan is not even. Throw in our onions and let them cook. This is a white onion. This was our last white onion. Like I said, I've been planning everything, so we're using up all the food, the food. So we've ended up with nothing being wasted and not having to buy extra stuff. Okay, so we're just going to let our onions soften there for a little bit. Yeah, and then we're gonna fry them up. So we're gonna see how it's gonna go. What's CeeJaey doing in 10 days? Moving to Canada forever? No. So Jubats goes on Saturday morning, very early Saturday morning. She's going to Italy to spend some time with her family for a week. I'm going back to my place, so I'll be back at my desktop for a week. And then I will be flying out to Italy to meet her, and then spending a week. We're going to spend a week in Italy, and then 2 weeks in Dublin. And during that time, I will have my laptop while I'm in Ireland because I'll still need to do some work. But Italy, I won't, and I won't really probably be able to stream while I'm in Ireland. So there'll probably be a few weeks where there's no streams. During the talk, right? She's on it. But I found some cool recipes on there, so I can't really complain. I'm going to the void. Traveling all over Europe for 3 months? Hell yeah. Been to Netherlands, we've been to Spain, France, then we're going Italy and Ireland. In that time, we've spent a lot of time in Reading in the UK, which isn't the most glamorous of places. There was a mass stabbing last week. We also spent some time in Manchester, which again, not the most glorious time. In Manchester, we met up with Cloudy and his girlfriend. We spent a weekend there. We've done all sorts, but it's been good fun. It's been good fun. Looking forward to Italy. Never been to Italy before. What a packed month. It's going to be pretty packed. It's going to be pretty packed. It's going to be, so far, we've had an amazing time. Don't get me wrong. It has been like an organizational trial. We have a spreadsheet for everything that we've been doing and planning, which has been very good for organization. But each trip has been sort of 4 or 5 days at a time, and we kind of come back to the UK to reset and sort of do everything. This is where things get a little bit more complicated because we're going to be in, Juliet's going to be in Italy for 2 weeks. I'm going to be there for a week. And then we're going to come back to the UK for a night and then get ready to pack for another 2 weeks in Ireland. And it's kind of like we don't really have like a hub. Ireland becomes our hub at that point because that's when we start like going back to work and everything. So, yeah, it becomes a little bit, it's going to be a little chaotic, but I think it should be good. I think we'll be good. Anything is when you're back, you're super busy, which is unfortunate. Ah, that's a shame. Well, I mean, there'll always be the VODs and stuff like that if you miss anything. Expedition 33 I'll probably do once a week, maybe. Maybe on a Friday, maybe an extra one on a Wednesday, I don't know. But yeah, you know, the VODs are always there if you want to catch up, but yeah. You've been to Italy when you were a kid? Oh, nice. See, growing up, like, I only went to Spain on holidays. Obviously, like, so my dad's side is Spanish, and my mum's parents moved to Spain. So the only family I had in this country was just my parents and my sister. So every summer, every Easter, every October half term, we would go to Spain to see the family. And it was kind of like, you know, I don't regret that. Like, it was a big part of my culture and everything like that. But as a kid, it was always very tough seeing like everyone being like, I'm going to Paris, I'm going to Disneyland Paris, I'm going to Italy, I'm going skiing in Austria, and I'm like, I'm going to the same country, the same town. But I love it. I know Mata Bay by the back of my hand, like the back of my hand now, which was why it was great to just take Jubats around and show everything. But I didn't really travel as much when I was a kid. It wasn't until I became sort of in my 20s, really, when I started doing gaming and traveling to tournaments and stuff like that. I started going to places like, you know, the Netherlands and Denmark, Germany, etc. So this trip I've been to everywhere that we've gone, except for Italy. That's going to be brand new on me, so I'm excited. You were the tour guide. Many people who needed us who went and they ditched your family? Oh no! Been to Italy like 5 times, but you don't like hot countries? Yeah, there's stuff going on at the moment where it's like insanely hot. I saw a thing of the temperature in Sevilla, and it's like 50 degrees there at the moment, which is absolutely crazy. I actually need to prepare some stock, so I actually take this off the heat for a moment. You're going to get blinded by the thing. Completely forgot to do that. Whoops. Too busy yapping. You guys caught me yapping. Yeah, so I'm excited, and there's obviously lots of other places I'd love to see. I'd like to go to like the Nordic countries. I do better in hot countries. Cold countries not so much, but I would love to go to sort of Norway and Sweden and stuff like that. I had the opportunity to go to Sweden for a tournament, but I couldn't get time off work. That was when I was still working and doing sort of gaming and stuff like that. So I couldn't get the time off, and I was like gutted about that. Because I would have loved to have gone. But, yeah. A decent chunk of holidays up until 9 or something. First time went abroad. After that was Copenhagen Games. Oh, really? You're the opposite, and we have a heat wave right now. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's pretty warm here. But I've been coping okay. Again, I do okay in the heat. Jubas has been struggling a little bit with how hot some of the places we've been. Like in Spain, for example, Marbella is has its own little microclimate because it's right next to the sea, the Mediterranean, but it's also like sandwiched between the sea and the mountains. So you end up with all of this hot air just being like trapped inside, and what happens is you end up with higher temperatures and sometimes slightly lower temperatures than like Sevilla, which is down the road, or Malaga, but it becomes incredibly humid, and we were dealing with like incredibly high humidity, 36 degrees at sort of 9 p.m. at night. Which obviously it's really hot during the day, but then you think, oh, there's going to be some reprieve at night. There isn't. But yeah, it was good. It was good. Anyway, I've got my stock now. I'm going to throw the bacon back in. Bacon is rejoining the onion. Trying to turn down the heat a little bit here. And I'm going to put in some stock. It says to add in some stock. Now, it does say beef stock. Unfortunately, I do not have beef stock. I have chicken stock. And that probably seems like quite a big thing. Quite a big difference. And I agree with you. Wholeheartedly agree with you. But unfortunately, I'm not going to spend like money, a ton of money. Like it costs like £3 for a box of stock cubes. Just so that I can get beef stock cubes when I know I've got some at home. I should have brought like a handful of each stock cubes. Back. I don't know if that's actually enough. Let's see. So this isn't quite turning out how I thought it would. Or at least it doesn't look that way. We're going to add some Worcestershire sauce, which is really good actually. I don't know if this is available or common in a lot of countries outside of the UK. I'll show you guys the bottle. Liam Perrings is like the only brand. Worcestershire sauce. People add it into spaghetti bolognese. They add it into all sorts of things, and it is a really good ingredient. I honestly do recommend it. I don't even know how I would describe what it is. It's like this brown liquid. Sorry for the sounds. That's just because the pan is not flat. I want to, when I go and see my parents, I'm like, hey, thanks for letting me borrow this frying pan. By the way, what the hell did you do to this one? Like, it is just destroyed. Like, there's not that many marks on the inside. It's just the bottom is just, I don't know, it's messed up. Anyway. Can't wait for you to play. I'm excited. It's going to be hard because obviously I've gotten used to having Jubats here every day, you know, like seeing her every day. It's going to be tough when she goes back. So that's going to be like my, I don't know how to put it, like take my mind off it kind of thing, you know, just plunge myself into a game and be like, okay, don't think about it. Mixing the bird with the pig. One step away from man, bear, pig. Yeah. Okay, so we got like it going on here. Yeah, it said beef stock, and I guess because I was going to do the steak, wasn't I? The mince in the other pan, which I should probably get onto now. You see, this is looking rather like brown, I guess, because of the stock and everything going on. I'm going to add some sugar, but I'm going to throw in the mince as well. Not into this pan, we're going to do it into the other pan up here. I'm going to have to get another utensil so I can break that up. We're going to brown that up. I feel like one thing I've improved at over the years, and maybe streams has helped that, is multitasking. Multitasking my cooking. I was always very bad with trying to have everything come together with my timings. I'm still not perfect at it. But doing it on stream and like counting everything down and knowing everything, it's definitely helped, I think. Definitely helped. Okay, I've got this. I don't need that. I need these two. Yeah, we got all the animals going into this one. We got all the animals going in. Okay, I'm gonna break up this mince a little bit. I don't like this one. This was because it just bends, boing, boing. So I'm, yeah, I'm just gonna break this up and. We just want the mince to be browning, and then we're going to start adding in some spices. Get those spices ready. I'm going to throw in some salt. Oh, that is way too much salt. I'm going to put some salt into this. I'm also going to add in some sugar. This is going to help caramelize as best we can. And that's going to make this this jam. It's called a jam. It's called a jam. Just going to stir that around. Get it all. Oh, I'm throwing bacon everywhere. Get it all like incorporated. We're just going to keep it cooking until it becomes together. On the video, it ended up being a very dark red, and I'm not seeing that happen. Now I don't know whether it's because different type of stock. Maybe that was darker. It was like a dark brown. Maybe it just looked different, but I don't know. Keep an eye on my mince. This is browning off nicely over here. Got it on like a medium to high heat because we want to make sure it's cooked. I think I'm just going to keep cooking this bacon until like, yeah, it's all come together. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch the video again. Okay. So yeah, it looks just like the bacon in his video is a lot darker, it's a lot more red, more vibrant, whereas this bacon is more pink looking, and it's kind of the color is kind of dulled a little bit because of the Worcestershire sauce and the thing. So I think that's the only reason why it looks different. But I'm gonna just keep it going. There's no rush. We want to do this right. Don't have to do it fast. We want to do it right. The mince is coming along. I can keep the mince in this pan when we're putting everything together, but I do need to remove the bacon and the onions, put it into a bowl because I need the pan so that for frying, unfortunately. We'll just keep it going for a little bit. When I fried it more, you looked like you were broiling it. Yeah, so like again in the video, the bacon, there was a lot more fat that came off it, and I think he just fried it for longer. Maybe I don't know. I think I feel like I'm doing it longer in this stage, which it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I added some oil with the before I put the mince in Scout. Don't worry. First post for Fallout Season 2 is dropped. There's a sign that says "Welcome to New Vegas." Oh, nice. So they're branch. Wait, so New Vegas, didn't that get blown up canonically in like the show, or like in the Fallout universe? Because the Fallout universe is like the TV show is thingy. That'll be good though when it comes out. Okay, our mince is looking good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in some salt. Putting way too much salt. A little bit of salt into our mince. Some black pepper. I'm going to put in some paprika. Oh, that was a lot of paprika. Whoops. I'm going to put in some oregano. I think that'll do. I think that'll make a nice mixture of flavors. That's what we're rolling with. Just putting some stuff away here so that I don't. Just clearing my space. Okay, we're gonna mix that up now. The bacon stuff's looking a lot more like caramelized, which is good. That's what we were looking for. I'm gonna turn the heat down on the mince because it's browned and it's good now. We good? Can you guys see okay, or does the camera get really steamed up? Ah, the pan's moving. I'm juggling pans, man. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're looking good. Don't think this take place in the same time period. It's later than the games. The TV show is later than the games because New Vegas gets destroyed canonically, and that was a big thing about it because people were like, "Where you only did that because it wasn't a Bethesda developed game or whatever." So yeah. Enable Braille on my stream. Man, give it some time. Maybe in the future there will be Braille streams. Yeah, the TV shows will canon. It's just set many years after the other games. All of the games, I think the games are all in a chronological order by like some years, and the TV show is set some years after the last one. Welcome back from your dog walk, Carrie. You want to eat some egg, but it's way too hot. Text-to-speech on Windows. There you go. Alright, I think this is supposed to be bacon jam. Okay, this is what the guy was saying is bacon jam. It smells good. I hope it tastes good. I don't know whether it's what I imagined. Well, okay, it's not what I imagined, but that is what it is. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to try and carefully, without losing any of the juice or any of the bacon or the onion, for that matter, I'm gonna put it all into this bowl. I need to use this pan. If I was back home, I would be able to just use a different pan. But don't have that right now. looks good. We're basically just going to be putting this together. It's fine. I'm going to put this steak here, steak mince, and just give me a moment. I'm going to have to take my headset off, I think. Can I do it from here? No, I'm okay. Pan is back, good as new, good as new. Whew. Some programs can recognize and read out loud what's on pictures. Huh. That'd be kind of cool. Just have like for blind people can watch streams by just like listening to an audio. It might be kind of distracting though, listening to that, but also listening to like the person talk and like any game sounds and stuff like that. But maybe for a stream like this. Bacon grease pan for TF2. Okay, so now I'm going to try and build these egg rolls. It's going to be interesting. Didn't need this in the end, did I? Put this away. Or actually, I might need them for. Yeah. Okay, don't need the knife anymore. Alright, so I'm going to take some of this. Okay, over here, and some of the bacon, which is here, the bacon and the onions. I'm going to put them on an egg roll, and then I'm going to roll them out. Okay? So I'm just wondering whether I double up, because these are kind of thin. But, oh god. I don't know how easy it is going to be to remove this pastry. Oh boy, this is going to, I'm just going to tear a whole bunch of sheets at this rate. They kind of like welded together. What is the method here? Just gently does it, I suppose. Okay, I know you can't see what's going on. I'm just like rustling around. I'm trying to get this pastry out of its packaging without tearing anything. Okay, so I've got what looks like to be 2 sheets. Do I use 2 sheets? Do I double it? This might be more than 2 sheets. It is actually more than 2 sheets. Ugh. It's 3 sheets here. That's 3 sheets of pastry. Do you think that's okay? It should still fry and everything, right? You don't think, therefore you're not. Okay. Meat dumplings? Kind of, I guess, yeah. Well, I don't think, I could remove them, I guess, but I don't know. I'm going to do this. I'm just going to do it. If it's more than 3, then I'll separate it into 2. But I think I'm going to try and do 2. So I have to use a slice of American cheese. That's right. We're using Kona cheese. Now, do I put one in the... I'm going to do two. The guy in the video did two. So I'm just going to follow the video. You get the soy sauce out? No, 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 no. Because then that would be more like actual Oriental. This is like an American bastardization of a spring roll. It's the only way I can describe it. It's like a cheeseburger spring roll. Anyway, we got our meat. We're going to put some on there. On the cheese. And then get some everywhere. And then we're going to get some of this bacon caramelized onion. Again, it looks very red, but I think that's just the type of bacon that was used, you know? Tastes nice. Okay, I need to wet my fingers so we can do this. Let me just get a glass actually so I can just dunk my fingers in. My fingers, sorry. Then I need to go like this, and then I roll it like this, I think. It's going to be fat. It's a fat boy. Okay, that's one. It's a little fatter than I thought. Okay, now I have to try and get the pastry out. This is the real challenge. Getting the pastry out without tearing it. That's why I need a sous chef. Sous chef whose job it is to... I think the pastry being that thick is why. It looks a little fatter. How many sheets have we got here? Okay, so I'm going to take this off. Let me try doing just a single one, because now I've actually got the pastry coming out. It's a little better. Do it how it's supposed to be. So we've got one that's like incredibly fat. That can be the bonus one. It's a burrito. What's cheese doing that? I told you it's like a freaking bacon cheeseburger in a spring roll. It's the only way I can like think of describing it. It's a burrito. Kind of is like a burrito, isn't it? The more that's going on, it's just... I don't know, it looked cool, and the idea of a bacon jam appealed to me. I thought that looked really cool. The jam has not turned out the way I thought it would. So... yeah, it's a little different than expected, but alas, we go on. Everything's cooked, so it shouldn't make anyone ill. That's the main thing. Ah! So I just need to wet the edges here. Just so that we can seal it together. So I need to fry this. This is actually taking longer than I thought it would. Underestimated. Okay, so we're doing this, and then kind of rolling like this, I suppose. Like that, I suppose? I don't know, actually. I don't know if this is right or not. I'm going to check the video again, guys. Yeah, that's what's going on. It looks like that is what we are doing. So we continue. Okay. So I think I can make like, oh, I've got the cheese. So I think I'm going to do 4 like reasonable ones, and then we've got that like fat one. It's going to be like a bonus one. While they're frying, I can do the veg. Good old cottage cheese, high protein. But anyone used to have, what was it, cottage cheese, watermelon, or just, no, not watermelon, like regular melon, something else. I can't remember what it was. They're kind of chunky boys. Little chunky boys. You know what? We'll see how it turns out, and then I will tell you guys. We had like a protein meal deal from Tesco's once. Tesco does this meal deal. Anyone from the UK probably knows. Get a sandwich or a wrap plus a snack, which can be a variety of different things, and a drink. This one we got was got this protein wrap. I think it was like hoisin duck, but it was like protein in the actual tortilla wrap, protein like inside the thing. So it was like this many grams of protein, and then for the snack, there was protein bars, which we've tried, and then there was this protein yogurt as well, and then there was even iced coffee, like protein infused. So there's been all sorts. So yeah, that first wrap, I definitely put too much meat in it. So it is kind of like a big daddy of a spring roll. There's plenty of bacon, so these ones are more normal, if normal is a word to describe this recipe. Oops. Okay, now the question is, can I get out a singular sheet of pastry, please? Yeah, so the kind of what's the word? The trends at the moment. Definitely, a lot of meals out there protein infused. Even Iceland and Tesco got like, you can get these, what do you call them? Like microwave meals, protein infused. There's that. There's obviously the Dubai chocolate, which you guys must have seen everywhere. If you've left the house, you probably see it at like a store. Dubai chocolate, which is sort of pistachio, and stuff inside chocolate. And they do pistachio ice cream, pistachio coffee. I even saw an advert for chorizo. Oh, no, not chorizo. Sorry, morcilla, which is what's in English? Black pudding. Black pudding with pistachio in it. They're like, it's Dubai morcilla. So there's that. And something in the UK, at least, I've seen a lot more, is Marmite. I don't know whether M&S have a deal going on with Marmite, but there's been Marmite crisps. There's been Marmite ready meals. Marmite like mac and cheese. I've seen a lot more Marmite products than I ever did. So, I mean, we've got one here, actually. Just to interrupt the making of stuff. Marmite cheese puffs. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Lots of Marmite. Anyway, this is the last wrap because we are out of meat. And out of cheese. And out of bacon. Sorry, I'm out of jam. I don't know why I called it bacon jam. Just say caramelized bacon and onions. I don't know. I guess it gives it like a bit of a ring to it, right? You need that ISP for people to listen to you on TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that. It worked on me. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. Okay, this is the last one. I'm going to put, maybe you can do all of them at the same time in the pan. I'm going to heat up some oil in the pan. And then I'm going to steam some veggies, season them up. I'm going to try these, see what they're like. Okay, so I have my boys, little chunky boys down here, and then there's the one that's got like too much pastry, too much everything going on. That's just like a thick thing. I don't even know. So plenty of oil in here because we're going to be shallow frying, which means we need a decent amount. I'm also going to need a spoon to prop up my pan. Told you about you hate the protein powder. Sheila, really? You guys going to Iceland? Sorry, no, not the country, the store. Yeah. So there's a store called Iceland, and basically it specializes in frozen food, specializes in frozen stuff. And that's always been the case, but found that it's actually cheaper than a lot of the other stores because the stores are more what we call express stores, where it's less selection and higher prices because it's more convenience. It's kind of like the in between a supermarket and a convenience store. It's like a convenience store version of a supermarket. Imagine having a smaller Walmart where everything's more expensive just because the store's in a more convenient place. But there's an Iceland, and it's like, okay, we'll just go there. But I would like to go to Iceland. I was saying I'd like to go to some more Nordic countries. I've been to Denmark a couple of times for tournaments that I attended and won, of course. I went to Copenhagen Games a couple of times, missed out on going to a tournament to Sweden, so would like to go to Sweden. I have a lot of Swedish friends, and it would be nice to go over there one day. Obviously, Norway, Finland, Iceland, one day. Ooh, there's a bag there. You left it maple syrup protein powder? Okay. I don't know. I think I would like that. I'm all about the maple syrup. I live for the maple flavor. It's so good. Right, what veg have we got? I think I'm going to go with these. And then that is an unopened bag. We can do that tomorrow with stuff. Okay, I'm sure this heat's probably coming up to temp now. Leave it a little bit longer. Trying to get the thing in the right place. So it's right in the middle. Did Lupus tell you you're going on a helicopter ride? No way! Do you mention should have taken a maple flavored protein powder with? Yeah, could have been doing all sorts. Helicopter rider, that's fun though. I went on a helicopter once. I got yelled at. Well, not yelled at. I got told off by the helicopter pilot. It was for my mum's 40th, so we're talking like 20 years ago now. And we had these headsets on so you could communicate because it's obviously very loud up there. And me and my sister were going down the microphones because it made this really loud sound. And the helicopter pilot was like, "We can all hear that. Can you stop, please?" We were like, "Oh, sorry." We went to this really fancy restaurant. So fancy. They're wearing like bow ties. There's chandeliers. It's like, oh, my dad organized all this stuff for my mum's birthday. We get there and they're pulling your chairs out and everything. And my dad just didn't understand the concept of someone pulling their chair out for you. So he just like sat down and the guy was like, oh, we're sizzling. And his phone went off while we sat there. His phone was like the old Nokia 3310. And it was like the classic Nokia ring. And the waiter comes over and he's like, "Sir, we do not allow mobile phones to be not on silent in our establishment." He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. We were not suited for the fancy life." It's your first time in Navy? Oh, I hope you have a great time. I'm sure it'll be great. I'm sure it'll be fantastic. These are plates. Yeah. Are you going by yourself? Are you going with any friends? What's the plan? Okay, I'm gonna have to try and turn these over somehow. Guys, I'm not confident. I really, really wish I had my large flat pan. I really wish I had my tongs to properly turn things over. They're cooking. We'll see. See you later, Nano. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Catch you tomorrow. Oh, it's your company's 30. Oh, that's cool. Nice of them to take you out and do something. That's pretty cool. Never really had anything super fancy like that. I've never really worked at places that would do stuff like that. I've worked in school, I've worked in hospital, stuff like that. So when people talk to me about these corporate kind of away days they've had, I'm like, oh damn. No, it's not burning. That's just this, the mince that you can see coming through. That's like the steak inside. So it's not burning. It's just that some sides you can see the cheese more, some sides you can see the mince more. Yeah. No, no, no. It's not chamak. It's the meat inside. The outside, it's that's what it's not even that cooked yet. That's what I'm saying. Like it's taking a bit of time to cook. So yeah. You hate char marks. Why is that? You don't like them on like a grill, for example, when you're having a barbecue? Ooh, we are sizzling. I think we are nearly done. God, this is the best I could do. Oh! One of them's leaks, maybe? Because we're getting a lot of sizzling sounds. Oh, roll over, you bastard. I'm trying to do it the best I can without them splitting or bursting, you know? Looking okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. You had some steaks with the marks, it's not that nice? Oh, okay. I'm just going to put some kitchen towel down on this plate. I'm going to scoop them up. I think I can turn the heat down now. I'm just going to let them stay there for a little bit. I'm just going to season this veg a little. Nice and simple. I mean, the veg is simple. Everything else has taken a lot of steps. I don't even know what you'd have with this. What would you have with this? Suggestions? Whoa, easy. Hoping that doesn't mean one of them's burst and the cheese is leaking out. Oops. Yes. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot. The spring roll is rolling. Okay, there's I think it's a little overdone actually. Whoops. We still need to do the chunky one, right? The really chunky one. That I did first. The chunky monkey. I have to put the heat back on. I forgot about that guy. Forgot about him. He's got like extra layers of pastry. There's all sorts of stuff going on with this one. Oops, I'm slopping oil everywhere. Making mess, chat. It's my trademark. Making mess. It's just some vegetables with... Yeah, that's what I've got. I've got some vegetables. It's like a wonton burger. It is. That's exactly it, yeah. Lettuce, sweet chili. Yeah, sweet chili. We actually have a little sweet chili sauce thing here. Just gonna mix up the veg. Oh, I'm throwing the veg everywhere. I don't know if you guys can see both of. Oh, you guys can see the plates very well. I will eat them, and I will let you guys know. But the amount of effort that's gone into making these, when all they are is, like I said, kind of like cheeseburger wontons, egg rolls, spring rolls, whatever you want to call them. It's kind of crazy. That's all they really are. They look kind of cool though. Oh. They've got a cool look going for them. What do you guys think? It's not burnt, that's just the steak inside. Looks interesting. Should make adobo? I've never done that before. I'll have to look up a recipe. Oh, I need to flip the big boy. It's a lot easier when there's just one, to be honest, because then it's in the middle. Jubats, dinner is served. I just need to cook this extra one that I made. I need to get a picture of this, actually, before I forget. Don't even know how to get a good angle on them. It's like a sausage roll. It is kind of like a sausage roll. It's like a sausage roll with bacon. Oh, what happened happened. What I didn't want to happen happened. So we've got like a sticky out bit, which could mean that the thing. If I just do that. Yeah, so there we go. We have egg rolls with veg, steak and steak mince, bacon jam, and cheese egg rolls. And I imagine when you cut into them, it's just going to be like a meaty sausage roll. I'm going to finish off cooking this one, guys. That's about it. I'm going to hop off. I will see you tomorrow. We'll be starting slightly earlier, more closer, I guess, to my usual time. I do have some work I need to do, so I will probably stream for a while, but I can't promise it will be all day, you know. Oh god, this guy's rolling all over the place. So yeah, we'll do some more Banjo-Tooie. I don't think we'll be able to finish the game, but can always come back to it another time. And obviously after that, I'll be back home. We'll kick things off on Monday. If I don't finish Banjo-Tooie, maybe I could do some on Sunday. I'll see. Depends. I'll probably have to do some stuff with family. Monday, we will obviously go back to MVM, and that's what you guys were waiting for. And we will also do an unboxing. So we'll do the new cases. We'll do the new cases. Anyway, I'm going to hop off. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the streams. Take care, and see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
CeeJaey says bye.